All right, hi folks. Now welcome back. In this next lesson, what we're going to do is we're going to be rounding, but using a different idea. Okay. Remember, what did we normally do when we round? Okay, we look at say we're rounding to the two decimal places. What did we do? We go to the second decimal, and then we look at the number on the right. If it's 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, then that value goes up 1. Or if it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, we don't affect anything there. But now watch the situation. If you have a look at this one, let's say you have solved a scenario which maybe asks you to calculate how many people you could feed a recipe with. Now remember, there's a recipe and you're going to stick to it, and it's going to feed an exact number of people, and you get this. Watch here. You're a genius and you got an answer of 12,7 people. Now your answer is mathematically correct. You used all the right values and your calculator skills were spot on. However, 12,7 people is what the recipe says you're going to feed. Okay, whoa, okay, that's a bit of a problem. Okay, well, let's see. But the point is, you can't feed 0,7 of a person. Okay, you can't feed that kind of person. The rounding of rules tells us which to make the answer 13. Okay, your recipe says 12,7 people can be fed. But remember, it's a bit of a problem. Okay, and we would round up to 13. But is the recipe going to cater for 13 people? I don't think so. Check this out. Okay, but rounding up or down takes into consideration the context. Do you see that according to your calculations, you do not have enough to feed 13 people? Okay, your recipe is going to give you 12,7. You're not going to feed one person, which is a bit of a problem. But what we can then do is we can say, well, look, it's 12,7. You can feed 12 people. You'll have a little bit extra there, but that is better than trying to say, well, we're going to round up and feed 13. There's a gap here. So in the real world situation, your recipe can only feed 12,7, so you round down to 12. This is so important. So you're not going to be able to feed 13, so the recipe is not going to be very helpful here. Okay, and don't get clever here and tell me that you will give someone a smaller portion. Okay, so that 13th person gets a smaller portion. No, that's not fair. So you're going to tell the organizers of the event, I can only feed 12 people. The calculations, the recipe says 12,7. Keep it real. The point is, you can't create 0,3 of a meal if you don't have enough ingredients for it. Okay, you have in another situation. Here it comes again. Watch this. You've all solved a scenario which asks you to calculate how many tiles are needed for somewhere. Okay, suppose that your corrected calculated answer is 245,3 tiles, but you can't go to the shop and buy 0,3 of a tile. Okay, they will tell you are crazy, man. Okay, so in other words, your correct answer is 245,3 tiles. That's what the area needs, 245,3 tiles. But it's not going to work. And if you round down like you should, 245,3, you're supposed to keep it at 245. There's going to be a problem. Rounding up means that we will need to buy 246 tiles. Okay, that's so important. Okay. Now, let's apply this to a real-world situation. Have a look at this example. Okay, so have a look at this example now. A shop has a special on rolls of material, but is only selling the material per meter. This example one says a shop has a special on rolls of material, but is only selling the material per meter. Okay, Zindiwe needs some to cover 3 rectangular tables. Okay, now watch this. Okay, the width of the roll, if we read this now, the width of the roll is perfect, but she needs to calculate what length to buy. The length of the tables are 3,1, 2,45, and 1,8 meters respectively. How much material must she buy? Okay, now let's draw a picture of this. Remember, the width, that's the shorter side is the same. The material's width is fine, so she's okay with that. The width is unaffected, but it's the length of material. Check this out. Okay, there's the first table. The second table a bit longer, and the third table a wee bit longer there. Okay, the first length is 1,8 meters. The other length is 2,45, and the other's 3,1. Okay, now if we add those up, she'll get all the length she needs. So she works this out. Check this out here. 1,8 meters plus 2,45 plus 3,1. Okay, is 7,35. So 7,35 meters. Let's go to a sheet of paper. Watch this. 7,35. Okay, 7,35 meters. Now, if you round to the nearest whole number, because that's a 3, that's going to make it 7 meters. But now, hang on, guys. If you go to 7, you're going to be short of material. Okay, and that will look really terrible on the tables. So let's have a look. If we go to the slide, we're going to actually buy 8 meters of material. We're going to go a little bit more. Okay, very, very important, a little bit more. So she buys 8 meters. When she lays out the material, she's going to have a little bit more, so she'll cut off. Remember, the materials are only sold in meters. Okay, so watch out. Rounding up and down is very different to rounding off as normal. So guys, don't go away. We're going to look at some more of this wonderful mathematics. Stay with us on Matrics Uploaded.